Okay, 5 minutes. Do you go by Jay or you go by Tim?
I go by Tim.
Okay, fine business. Yeah, I'm a kind of a first name kind of guy there, Tim. So, well, fine business. I've got you about 5 and 7 here in my receive. Appreciate it very much. And yeah, we've got the logger pulled up. We've got your grid square. We know right real close to where you're at. We do see the grid square. It puts you between Lancaster and York. We see that right on the river as well. Well, that's great. We just got started and wanted to try to see if we could make a few contacts this evening. It looks really quiet on the band where I'm at, and we were beginning to wonder if we had any propagation, but hey, not a problem. First contact to Pennsylvania. I'll take it there. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good. Can you say your call again?
Yeah, I sure can. The call here is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. K0 red, white, and blue there. Go ahead.
Oh, that's great. Very good. Okay, yeah, well, I agree the band is quiet. There's not a whole lot going on as far as what I can hear. Propagation is probably pretty low. Heard a couple of guys calling CQ, but you're the first one that I actually called back to. Yeah, so rig here is an ICOM 735. I'm using a solid state Ameritron ALS 600, and I've got that tuning up an antenna which is 130 feet long. It's the one that's sold by My Antennas company. It's got the 49-to-1 balance there, and it's about 300 feet up in here. So that's the signal. Yeah, I'm running about 400 watts right now. Back to you, Randy, K3JTA.
Oh, well, I think that's great, Jim. Yeah, fine business on the equipment. Well, it's definitely working. That last go around bumped you up almost to 5 and 9. So, hey, that's great. Of course, again, you know, the idea is to make the contact. We've exchanged signal reports. That's a contact in my book. So, you know, it doesn't matter at that point further. But yeah, you know, you got to start sometime. And usually for me here in Central U.S., Tim, the band does tend to get a little better as the evening goes on. But you just never know where the signals are coming from. We generally, you know, hit coast to coast in most evenings. So we'll see how that plays out tonight. One time we did want to mention, I didn't see a contact in the log. So thank you very much for the first contact here on 40. We also do a live stream here in the evenings, Tim. So we're live here on YouTube as well. So if you're interested to actually listen to yourself on the air, see what you actually sound like, you could certainly go to our channel, which is our call sign, K0RWB. I've got a link on the QRZ page, or you can go to YouTube and put in my call in the search bar and look at the video for today's date. You're the first one today, so it could be a little bit of fun. We've got our radio display on the page as well, so you can actually see your signal strength and the audio wave pattern. And it's a lot of fun. We enjoyed doing it there, Roger.
I'm going to check that out. I've heard a few guys, well, maybe 3, including you, who have a YouTube channel and have a simulcast, as they say. Yeah, there's a guy over in New Jersey. In fact, I think it's, what's it called? It's NJ2US, I think it is. They are, you know, he does that similar thing too. I've never done this before, so I'm going to attempt to do it. Okay. Yeah, okay, so there's a delay. All right, I got it. That's going to be interesting for me to follow up with, but that's okay. All right, back to you, Randy. Kilo Zero Red, White, and Blue, K3JTA.
Yeah, I meant to mention that, Tim. Yeah, there's about a 30-second delay between the servers and what YouTube does. It delays it. So I usually tell people just to go ahead and mute the audio on the YouTube. We've got Doug, KB2UKA. He's on Long Island. He has a YouTube channel. He does a lot in the daytime and some in the evenings as well. Very good. And the guy who got me started, which is Alex down in Cutler Bay, Florida, he is Kilo 7 Hotel Uniform. He's the other one that kind of got me started. There's a handful of folks that are doing it, and they all kind of look at it, take it from a different perspective. And I think it's great. Again, you're taking two mediums and kind of meshing them together. I think it's just a great way to kind of add another element to amateur radio. And again, we've had a lot of fun with it. And it really helped me out in the beginning because, you know, you can put headphones on, you can listen to a second receiver. Until I started checking in with Alex down in Florida, I really didn't know what it sounded like. And I honestly say I didn't like it very much. So so I made a few little changes here and there. And so now when I listen to the playbacks, it sounds like me. So better or worse, Tim, this is actually what I sound like there. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good. So while you're talking, the needle that is shown here, what is that actually measuring? Over?
Well, it should be an S meter, the signal strength meter at the top, and then the middle of the screen is just the waterfall. And then our oscilloscope we've got on that actually shows your audio wave pattern, and we like to see whether we're sitting within 3 kc or so forth. That's just what the radio has set up for it there. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Well, it shouldn't be an S meter while you are talking. I get it for me, and I see that it's about, it is averaging on the 7. But when you're talking, is that an indication of your RF? The power, I see that all the way on the right-hand side, but I don't think I can. Yeah, what you've got here is it's just a video feed. It's not interactive. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, have you run into anybody who has done this similar thing with WhatsApp? You know that's a video conferencing app that you put on your phone. But that would be more of a simulcast kind of thing. But you know, I don't have any rigs with a waterfall on it, so I don't know what I'm looking at. You know, I can see the oscilloscope down there. That's pretty cool. But as far as, you know, the receive is, I understand you can see the whole band or a portion of band, see if it's frequency being used. But yeah, it's very interesting. You know, I have been thinking about getting a 7300 through to replace this 735, which is about 30 years old. And I won this at a Hamfest as the main door prize. The Hamfest was over in Sellersville, PA, which is near Philadelphia. And I just love going to Hamfest. And that Hamfest was about an hour and a half away from me. It was, I believe, in February. I recall coming home in the dark. And this was the age before cell phones, and I received a phone call at my dormitory room, and I answered it. Here, I thought it was one of my friends here locally who was giving me, a little charge. But sure enough, the guy was serious, and he asked me to check my number, and those guys didn't have the number. So I ended up, he said, what day this week would you like to pick it up? And I said, I'm coming out tonight, And so I came home with a brand new, in the box, IC735. That was wonderful. And I had, at the time, a 1981 diesel Rabbit that was struggling to have cabin heat. And so that was a fun ride all the way back. Back down there once and back down there twice. All right, back to you. Great signal, K0RWB, K3JPA.
That's a great story, Tim. That's kind of what this is all about. Everybody runs theirs a little bit different. Again, since you are the first time that you and I have had a chance to talk, I don't do 5.9 QRZ and really can't do 10 or 15-minute QSOs. We try to be respectful of everybody's time, give everybody equal time. If you're going to take the time to call and give me your call sign, then you've got something to say, and that's kind of what we do, of course. What you're seeing when I'm talking is, if you look below the S meter, I have it set for ALC, so I can actually see what my ALC is doing while I'm talking. And again, this is the exact what you see on my radio. This is a Yaesu FTDX10, so the exact radio display is put up onto the channel. So it is in real time. Of course, there's a delay because of what we're dealing through with the routers and in YouTube, but it is live. So that's what you're looking at. You see the meter moving around. That's the ALC, and I can set it to multiple things: power, SWR, and so forth in the menu. I can take the menus and I can actually do a multi. I can expand it and so forth, and it's a really neat thing to do that. Getting back real quick, you mentioned the 7300. I had one of those. You can actually get a third-party software, and you can do the same thing that I'm doing, only it's not going to show the actual radio display for the 7300 because it does not have a DVI port in the back. Other than that, you could certainly do that as well. The software is free, doesn't cost anything. That actually combines into YouTube. YouTube, you can have a channel for free as well. I would certainly say I go for it. I think the more the merrier out there that are doing this. You may have a different angle at it and so forth. I think it'd be a great thing there. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Well, I do appreciate you telling me about this, and yeah. So after I am long gone, after this QSO, I will be able to continue to watch you and talking with other fellas. And do you usually stay on this frequency, or do you go to other places and that kind of stuff? You know, it's not like I can just turn on the HF break and find you. That's not how it works. But anyway, all right. I'm going to get going here. I have local net to attend, the local radio club. It's always fun to see who checks in and the latest club news, et cetera, et cetera. All right, so back to you, Randy, for your final, and thanks for calling CQ and this quiet band, and talk with you another time down the log. K0RWB, K3JTA.
Well, here's what I'll tell you, Tim. We do this in the evenings on 40 meters. I don't own any part of the band, so we look for an open spot that doesn't interfere with any other stations, of course. And the best thing I can tell you to find out where I am is you can hit the notification bell. You see that right below the picture on the right-hand side. You hit the notification bell, so whenever I go live, you'll get a notification through YouTube, and then you just kind of look on the screen, and of course it'll show you what frequency I'm on. But we do this on 40 meters. We do have something coming up on Thursday, and I did tell the folks on the live chat that we would mention it at the top of the hour. So we'll get to that here in just a few. But yeah, hey, stick around, give a look and a listen here. Again, we have some great people who check in with us on a continual basis. So we've got one gentleman who's doing a big, huge project, and he's been pouring lots of concrete by hand and so forth. His name is David, and we like to know his updates. And a lot of people are willing to share information or tell some stories and so forth. It's been a lot of fun, and we do appreciate you taking the time here to give us a call this evening. I do appreciate it. And again, in my if we get 4 contacts on my log, Tim, you become a regular in my book, and we just throw confetti and have a big party in your name. So we got 3 more to go. So if you hear us out there again, by all means, take the time, give us a call, and we'll just kind of pick it up where we left off. In the meantime, I'll say 7-3s. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night, and definitely look forward to having a chance to chat with you again. Kilo 3, Juliet Tango Alpha. This is Kilowatt Zero, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thanks again, 7-3s.
7-3, Randy, K3JTA.
Okay, it sounds good. Well, I told the guys at the top of the hour and the folks there in the live chat, we got something here. So the people that are watching me on YouTube will get the chance to see this. The other folks, you'll just have to trust me or get a chance to go look at it. Now my internet's giving me a hard time here. On Thursday, if everybody didn't or did not know, Thursday is Veterans Day, 11, 11, and 21. And we are going to be having a special event on Thursday, the Veterans Day. And we've already got a special event call set up. I'm going to put this across the live stream for those who will be interested at some point who would like to have the QSL card that we have for remembrance of the United States Armed Forces, all the branches, and those that served and that are serving. There'll be information on the page, which is the special call is Norway Zero Victor. Norway Zero Victor will be the special event, and we'll have information there. So those folks that are interested can go to that call sign, and we'll have information there on how to obtain one of these cards if you wish to do so. So we'll go back and we'll start over again, and we'll mention this a few more times throughout the evening. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. QRZ, any stations, please.
Whiskey 4, Juliet Lima Echo.
You can't get much bigger signals than that. Hey, good evening, Dr. Fred. How are you doing?
Oh, we're doing good. I just happened to flip on the TV, and we watch our YouTube through the TV, and saw that you had something special going on, so come in and turn the radio on so we can listen. Looking forward to see what you're doing there with the vets and getting one of those cards from you. So you can count on us being there, over.
Well, I appreciate that. I wouldn't say that it helps to know people in the right spots, but I will say this, is this person at ARRL helped me put together the information and get everything squared away for our event in December, and I called her this morning, and asked her about doing this as well, and bless her heart, she's worked her tail off and got everything squared away for me. And then we made some email connections with the folks over at QRZ and got everything squared away. And the cards have gone to the printer, and we should have those sometime next week. But we really wanted to do this. I think it's really important. I know there's going to be a lot of other stuff going on. And again, we're going to be doing this while we do the live stream. We've got a special, we're not going to tell it right now, but we've got a really special thing that we're going to do on the live stream on Thursday for Veterans Day. Go ahead.
Well, we're kind of looking forward to that, being a little bit ourselves. Oh, me. I'm not going to hold you too long. Good to hear that information, though, and I will look forward, as I said, to joining you, and hopefully you'll be able to hear my little peanut whistle out there in Nebraska. K0RWB, W4JLE.
Well, I appreciate it very much. And again, we'll probably be starting after noon Central Time, and we'll be either on 20 or 17, whatever the bands are open. Probably more like 20 if it's open. We'll be up there and for a few hours, and then we'll take our break, and then we'll be back on 40 meters like we are in the evenings. And hopefully we'll give a chance for a lot of people to get a chance to check in. The thing is, we want to know, who the vets are. We got a lot of ham operators, and a lot of them are vets as well. That's really important. Again, it's a common bond. It's really cool. And we want to know who you are, and we want to know the branch and so forth. And I want to do what I can to put, I will look you up and put your page up there so everybody can see it as well. And again, maybe it only happens once a year, but I think a lot of people are wearing our thoughts day in and day out. And I just thought it was real important to put this together, and I'm looking forward to it. And I think it's going to be a great time on Thursday. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Well, like I say, we'll be here. And I'm an old Navy vet. I was a chief petty officer in the Navy, became a warrant officer. But and I spent, I just retired a little while back after 44 years, and I was the state director with Navy Mars. Then went on to be state director for Army Mars, and did a couple of other neat things with them. But right now we're not doing a whole lot with any of that. Like I say, we're retired, but we've enjoyed the military for the last 60 years.
Well, we won't hold the branch of service against you. And that's an ongoing thing, I think, with all the services. We all kind of rib each other on one occasion or another, so it's just the way it goes. But congrats and thank you for that. And like I said, we certainly do appreciate your support. You're generally out here just about every time we are. We hear you check in. We always enjoy having a chance to chat with you. And it never fails. We're able to get into South Carolina with no problem. So I wouldn't say rinky-dink. I think what you've got is certainly set up right. At least it works real good between the two of us, and that's all you can ask for there, Roger.
Okay, Randy. I'll let you on because the band is absolutely changing. Your signal started out, you were a good 10 over 9 on that last transmission you were down to about an S4. 7 3s, and looking forward to Thursday, WCGLE.
Okay, we do appreciate it. Yeah, it is moving around, and hopefully if it drops in your area, it'll pick up someplace else. But that's all right. We got another chance to chat. That's all you can ask for. Whiskey 4, Juliet Lima Echo, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. 7-3s. Okay, QRZ, any other stations, please? Come with your call. Station ending Quebec. Try it again, please. The station ending in Quebec. Would you try it again, please? Well, you must have dropped out. Try it again. QRZ, any other stations, please? We're going to ride the wave. We had a really good sense of propagation, and now she's down in the bottom, and maybe she'll come back up again. We'll give it a second and hope maybe we can get a few other stations to come in here. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy in Kansas City, calling CQ, QRZ, any stations, please.
Whiskey Papa 4, Papa Echo Papa, Mobile, New Jersey.
Papa Alpha Papa, Montana.
Montana, standby 1. The Whiskey Papa 4, Papa Echo Papa. Try it again.
Yeah, Whiskey Papa 4, Papa Echo Papa, Mobile, New Jersey.
A Mobile in Missouri. Is that a Roger?
New Jersey, not New Jersey.
Oh, the big state of New Jersey. Yeah, I was going to say, you're too close to me. Well, thank you, Irving, for giving us a call. Like I said, the name here is Randy, and we're just outside of Kansas City, Missouri there. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. You got 15 over 9 on my mobile. And I'm using 7300 and a Tar Heel antenna.
Yeah, I copied the Tar Heel and the 7300. Well, it's doing quite well. I hope you're not going down the road while you're trying to talk to me on the air there, Roger.
Nah, I'm driving, but I got my microphone hanging on the mirror with the little tape.
Okay, well, I surely don't want to cause any issues there while you're going down the road, Irving. Well, I'll tell you, I've got a nice signal here on you as well, about 5 and 8 and 5 and 9. So, South Carolina was real there and then jumped out again. We knew the band was changing, and it looked like it jumped out real good to you there in New Jersey there. Go ahead.
Yeah, you said you went over 20, 9 over 20, one and pretty loud audio. You were
Well, you must have gone down in a little hill or something, a little depression, because you got kind of light on me and didn't get too much of that there. Go try to repeat there. Get up on top of a hill there, and maybe we can hear you better.
You still hear me?
Well, it's getting better. You were dropping down a while ago. Either it's the band or you went down a hill.
Yeah, I'm right now. I'm heading to the country. There's a lot of trees. Now going to be the best one.
Well, that's okay. Again, we've exchanged signal reports, so that's the contact in my book. But, hey, nice to hear a mobile out there, and glad to see that we're getting into New Jersey tonight. You're the first one in New Jersey for us this evening, and we do appreciate it. And, by the way, thank you for the first contact here on 40 meters. I don't even see a contact with us at all, but nice to hear this evening. We'll say 7-3s before it drops out altogether. But, hey, safe motoring out there in New Jersey. And if you hear us again, by all means, give us a call, and we'll just see where you're at that particular time. So you and yours be safe, be well, enjoy your Monday evening. Thank you so much, Irving. Whiskey Papa 4, Papa Echo Papa. This is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thanks again.
All right, 7-3.
Okay, 7-3. So the Montana station, if you're still in there, give me your call again, please.
Good evening, Randy. This is 207 Papa Alpha Papa 37 Papa America Papa. The operator in this one is Scott Joy Charlie Oscar Tango Tango. And we're situated just outside of Billings, Montana, a little bit north of the Yellowstone River. I think we spoke a couple of months ago, and we just coming through, heard the signal, and just couldn't say how.
Yeah, Scott, we sure have. We've had a chance, I believe, to talk twice. I'll look at the log. The reason I remember it is that I think I asked you for a QSL card That was really cool. And I asked you if you took the photo, and you said you'd gotten it someplace else, but doesn't matter. That's really good timing. But hey, nice to hear you again. The band isn't in great shape, but that's just the way it is. You know, we're going to get it one way or the other, and we're going to try to make it work the best we can. And as long as we can, that's okay. But hey, you know, I think it was August when we talked last there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's correct. You're coming into Montana 5657. Audio very clear, but there is some QRM and QSC going on, no doubt. How did the fishing turn out this summer? I know you're a big fisherman.
Well, let's put it this way. We made more money than we spent. How's that sound?
How does that work? I don't make any money when I fish.
Well, we fish tournaments, and now we do fun fish for ourselves, and we do a little crappie fishing, but we do a lot of tournaments as well, and we were very fortunate this year that we made a little bit of money instead of breaking even or losing money there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. So what species are you fishing? Bass, or are you fishing walleye? What are you fishing?
Well, I didn't know there was any other fish than bass, was there? Well, no, but we eat those. Yeah, I guess there's tournaments for them, but no, we eat those when we run across them. Now around here, bass fishing is really the way to go. That's where you can make your money.
Yeah, I guess up in this country, we have a ton of bass, smallmouth primarily, but everybody's after walleye and sauger. The tournament side, that's another whole deal. There are some tournaments, but it's not the big money tournaments like they have with bass. Well, very good. Give me a call sign again. It's K0WB, and I'm missing a letter, I think. And I'll log you in, and it's great to chat with you, Randy.
Yeah, Scott, the call again is Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo.
Roger. Thanks so much for picking me up. I'll drop you a note on QRZ, and you have a great evening, and keep on fishing. Good job with at least breaking even.
Well, I appreciate it very much, Scott, and to you as well. And, yeah, you know, we haven't had a contact into Montana for quite a while, so we do appreciate you doing that. And just so you know, real quick, we're letting the people know here on the channel as well, but we're going to be having a special event on Thursday, which is Veterans Day, and we have a special event call that we've already got secured, and we've got a QSL card to commemorate Veterans Day. So if you hear us out there, the call is November 0 Victor. If you hear us out there on Thursday, give us a shout back. You could be the only contact I make. We don't know, but we want to try to gather a few contacts there and have some fun there. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good. I'll listen for you, Randy. And if you could give me a signal report, that would be great. You're coming in again throughout PQ, so 5-7, and nice audio.
Yeah, my apologies, Scott. I should have done that in the beginning. You're about the same. You've been anywhere from 5 and 5 to 5 and 7, but likewise, the audio is coming right through. No problems hearing you. And if that's the best we get tonight, I'm totally okay with it because that's really more. You really can't ask for any more than that. But again, 880 miles is a straight line between us. I'll certainly take that. And to the west of me, it's really quite early in the evening for me to have that kind of propagation out your direction. So I can't say it's going to be a bad night. It might be a noisy one, but we're going to have some fun anyway, Scott. There, go ahead.
Yeah, no doubt. Let me switch to another antenna. Give me a reading on this antenna. This is a 40-meter end-fed vertical that's sitting up at CPH.
No, you better go back to the other one. You're 5 and 3.
Very good. Thank you so much, Randy. Good evening and God bless.
Well, thank you, Scott. Nice to hear you again. It's been a few months. It's amazing how time flies, but nice to know you're out there this evening. Always nice to get a chance to talk to you. Hey, this makes number 3. Again, if we get 4 contacts, we put you in the log, you become a regular, and we just throw confetti and have a big party in your name. So we got one more to go. So if you hear us out there again, my friend, give us a call back. Always nice to hear from you. You always got a great sounding station, and I love the pictures on the page. 7-3s, Kilo 7, Papa Alpha, Papa, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you, Scott. 7-3s.
7-3, Randy. Thanks for picking me up.
You bet. K0 RWB, QRZ. Any other stations, please?
Victor Alpha 3, X-Ray Romeo Bravo.
Kilo Alpha 3, X-Ray Romeo Bravo. Hey, that's Stan. Hey, what's going on up there, Stan?
I thought you said Kilo Alpha 3. Anyway, I
You know, it's Victor Alpha 3. Not much. I was working in the garage all day today. Pulled the engine out of my street Camaro, and I'm going to get it rebuilt, sectioned up, and I got to get the transmission checked over, reverse was acting up. So I had a pretty good day today. Over.
That's great. Well, here's the thing. I typed it right, and I may have said it wrong, but it is Victor Alpha 3 X-Ray Romeo Bravo. I've got it in the log. Otherwise, I'm hoping there's not two stands with that call like that, but hey, I guess it's possible. So my apologies for that. Sometimes I get a little bit faster than my mouth is willing to catch up, but that's the way it works. Well, glad to hear about a good day. We did here as well. Gosh, we would like to think we had spring. We had 75 and sunny and no humidity. I can't remember that until like maybe March or April in this year. So I can't say the rest of the week's going to be that good, but we'll certainly take it there today. Go ahead.
Here in southern Ontario, east of Toronto, oh man, it was beautiful outside. But I was supposed to go for a little walk, and I didn't. I just kept on plugging away in the garage, and I actually, the heat turned off. It was that nice out, so I think it was around 65 degrees Fahrenheit here, and it was a gorgeous, gorgeous day. I didn't see a whole lot of it, but I got what I wanted done and hardly ever made a mess twice or three times. But I cleaned it up before my son saw that. Over.
Hey, there you go. That's the way to do it. Well, I'll tell you what. I have days where I take one step forward and two back. I'm sure people can relate to that, and we didn't have that today. Fortunately, things really did fall in place in a short period of time, with a lot of help with some other people, and I'm certainly not afraid to tell people that it takes a group to get stuff done sometimes, and people in the right place with the right attitudes can accomplish a whole lot of things. So that's what we were dealing with today, and I just said we got time, and we're going to get on the air this evening, no matter what the conditions are like, and make a few contacts. And I'd say, so far we've been out here for about 30 minutes, and we've done pretty good overall. And now we've got you up there in Canada, and for the second time around. So I think it's going to end up being a good night there, Stan. Go ahead.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, that's the kind of day that you want. It sure helps ease the days that, things didn't quite go right. But even then, if you look at the positive side of things, I'm sure you can come up with something to offset something negative, like the two steps back and so on. But I started yesterday. I'm doing things underneath the car. I was doing it. Street car. Well, I put it up on 4 axle stands. I got to get it.
Well, Stan, I hope this isn't how it's going to be, but it seems like stations are starting off pretty good, and then they tend to fall off quite quick. And we didn't quite copy that last bit there. You might try it again for us, sir. Go ahead. Well, I don't think we're going to hear you in there, Stan. We'll try it one more time and see if we can pull you out there. The band may have shifted altogether. Victor Alpha 3 X-Ray Romeo Bravo, K0RWB returning. Stan, are you there or did you disappear? Well, I don't think we can hear him in there. We'll just go ahead and close it for sure, but it was nice of him to take time to stop in and say hello to us. So this is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo, QRZ. Any other stations, please, come with your call.
Kilo Charlie 2, Fox Hotel
Yankee. Kilo Charlie 2, Foxtrot Hotel Yankee. Good evening, John. How are you?
Oh, very good, Randy. Yeah, the name is John, as you said, and I'm in New York. About 1 hour north of Manhattan. And yeah, I see that you're live streaming this on YouTube, so maybe I'll be able to go back and hear my audio afterwards. Back to you, Randy.
Yeah, here's what you can do. We don't do timestamps, but I'm looking at the live timer, and we just started right at 36 minutes. John, so that's where you could kind of fast forward to. I do appreciate you giving us a call this evening. Yeah, the name here is Randy, and our QTH, John, we're about 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, and we are having a little fun here this evening on YouTube. We kind of do this here on 40 meters and just have a good time with it, and I think other people are as well, and as long as that's the case, we'll keep doing it. First contact in New York. I've got a good copy on you. I'll look at the meter next go-around, or you can see it yourself there when you see it, but didn't have no problems hearing you there. Go ahead.
Oh, very good, yeah, about a 5x6, 5x7, kind of moving around a little bit, like, it's dipping up and down the band on this end anyway, but I got a good audio. That radio sounds nice, a little bit on the bassy side, but how's the audio back towards you there, Randy? Go ahead.
No problems at all, John. Of course, little QSB, of course, it's definitely imposing its will, if you want to put it that way. But we're just not going to let it stop us. We're going to kind of keep making contacts as long as we can here. And it is a little bit noisy. Really nice this afternoon. We did have a little time in the shack, and 20 meters was really very quiet, and so was 17. And we were hoping that 40 would be as well. But sometimes you don't get what you wish for. But like I said, we're not going to let it stop us. But yeah, no problems here. Yeah, you do sound good in my receive there. Go ahead.
Oh, very good. Yeah, the weather's been very nice here the last couple of days. Anyway, a little cool in the morning, but warms up pretty well throughout the day. Almost 60 degrees today, almost, and I think it's going to actually get a little warmer towards the end of the week there. We'll take it, right, because all the cold weather's right around the corner, and it's hard to believe it's almost Thanksgiving time over here, but I am looking forward to the holidays for some reason, coming out of all the madness and the craziness and all the lockdowns, and but it hasn't been all that bad. It looks like it's slowly turning, but it is a crazy world out there for sure. By the way, I'm working on a radio on a vertical here on my end here, and I won't keep you much longer, but it's a 33-foot vertical. Nice to make contact with you for the first time, and I know you're going to be out there. From what I heard, I was listening in, and then you're going to be running a station on a Veterans Day, and we'll see, because I am taking that day off of work to kind of acknowledge the day. So maybe we'll get back on and make contact again. So Kilo Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo from Kilo Charlie to Fox Hotel Yankee John in New York, 73, Randy.
Well, thank you, John. And just when you think you've got everything squared away, things kind of move around on you. And this is amateur radio, and I certainly profess to being an amateur. For some reason, the VFO got moved, and I must have moved it inadvertently, not knowing it. We're supposed to be on 7223, and we're on 7224. And maybe somebody mentioned that earlier in between calls. I'm not sure which, but maybe that's why I'm bassy. I'm not sure, but I don't see anything on the waterfall on this frequency, and if Longmuddy doesn't object, I think we'll just stay here. But I'm going to lock it so we don't have this problem anymore to the evening. But hey, John, very much nice to talk with you, and I hope you come back. We do try to be out here in the evenings around 7 o'clock Central for a few hours, or until the band dies or nobody else to talk to, or we run out of quarters, whatever the excuse may be. But anyway, if you hear us again, give us a call. We do this here in the evenings, and we try to do the live stream at the same time. But give a look and a listen, see what you think. And if you ever want to know when we're live again, the best thing I can tell you is hit that little notification bell there on the page there, and then YouTube will give you a notification when we're live. So, hey, listen, enjoy the rest of your evening here on Monday night, and hope we have a chance to talk again real soon. Kilo Charlie 2, Foxtrot Hotel Yankee. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo 73s.
Okay, Randy, 73.
Okay, any other stations? QRZ, K0, RWB?
Kilo Bravo 0, Tango Lima.
2 Echo Sierra.
Armando, stand by 1 second. Hey, Sebastian, what's going on this evening?
Well, decided to fire up a little something that's in my possession here. Does it sound any louder?
An SB200 is working.
Yeah, I'm driving it at about 500 watts right now.
You're a solid 5 and 9. That's really great. Good for you. And it sounds wonderful, so it hasn't affected the radio one bit.
No, not at all. Not at all. It sounds good with this Yaesu, I've been told. Plus, I'm using, I doubled the length of my end fed, so I'm now using half a wavelength at 80 meters instead of half a wavelength at 40. So give it a little more gain there too.
Hey, you know what? You do what you got to do when you need to. I don't blame you. So, again, we're not going to be. I'm not going to be a great example for you. We're just too close. But before, I think we may have mentioned it back and forth. You were about 5 and 5 in my receive, but still didn't have a problem hearing you. So, you've come up 4S units just by adding some wattage. So, I would think that that's a huge gain, and I think it's going to allow you to reach out to further and further stations.
Roger. Backing it down to about 400 here, but that ought to do the trick.
Yeah, I think that's great. You didn't waste any time getting it fired up and getting it on the air for you. So I think that's great. I need to know. I know who to come to if I've got an amp problem.
Well, as long as you get the plate current around about 300 MA and you get it tuned up proper, you can run it pretty much at the full power without taking too big a risk with the finals on it. So got the plate current at about 300 MA, and I got it doing about 500 watts peak right now.
Well, yeah, see, I couldn't afford the electric bill, and it's not quite cold enough outside to run that big foot heater, that foot warmer. So be careful. I don't want you having to put on the summer clothes. You could get pretty warm in that little room, Roger.
I had it running most of the evening, actually last evening, and I could tell, it was a few degrees warmer definitely in the ham shack here. Let's just say this, during the summer months I might actually refrain from using it except in the evenings here, but with that said, that Henry tempo that I got puts out 160, so that's not a bad little rig to run without an amp, just to run bareback. And then this little Yaesu rig does 100, of course, just bareback as well. So not a bad signal on it either, but if you have an amp, you might as well use it.
Yeah, if it comes in handy for you, that's right. I run it here because for what we're doing here and to make sure we can kind of get over to the East Coast, or we've been to Montana already this evening. That's kind of what we do it for here on the live stream, and otherwise you're calling CQ and you're talking to yourself. It makes it pretty boring viewing really quick. So this allows us to do that for us. So. Sebastian, I want to grab my friend real quick down in Florida before the band changes. He's actually running remote, and we wanted to see if we can make contact. I heard him right after you called, but I wanted to get back to you because I knew there was a little difference on the signal and was curious if you'd got it up and running. So glad to see that the SB200 is doing good. Jeremy made a comment here on the live stream as well about the good old SB. So glad to hear it, Sebastian. And I'm sure you're going to be reaching out. You'll be the big station here in, you're Jackson County. You'll be the big station in Jackson County. So, hey, nice to hear you, my friend. Glad it's working. It sounds good in my receive, so it hasn't affected your audio quality at all. So you really got it lined up perfectly. So, hey, enjoy the rest of your night, my friend. I know we'll talk again. Kilo Bravo Zero Tango Tango Lima in Grain Valley, Missouri. Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thanks, Sebastian.
7-3.
All right, have a good one. Let's see if Armando's in there. Kilo Charlie 2 Echo Echo Sierra.
Yeah, how you doing, Randy? I found you here. I just want to reach out. I won't stay long. I'll let others connect with you. But you're sounding great. You're sounding great here on 40 meters. You're booming into Florida via New York. Over.
Well, so I'm hitting it in 2 different locations. Oh, that's great. Well, you're doing good as well. 5.6, 5.7, a little bit of in there in between. but I know you're not on the beam, so the other antennas is working well. Our intention was to come back, and then got sidetracked for what were you doing for dinner. So I was like, well, I guess I better take care of that because you and I can talk anytime, and didn't want to have an issue. But I know you guys are having a good conversation. Enjoyed it for a while myself, but you know what it is on the YL call, so we kind of do our thing there, Roger.
Roger, I know that feeling exactly. So you and I could always communicate in Morse code about the XYL coming in and say, hey, you need to do X, Y, Z. So anyway, I just emailed Mike, so he might call you if he hasn't already. He did want to try to connect with you tonight, so maybe he will, maybe he won't. But anyway, good to hear you again. I won't hold it, and we'll talk soon. In a couple of days, I'll be back next to the radio, but it's the same radio, so it doesn't matter. Okay, Randy, you take care. Have fun. Romeo Zero, Whiskey, Kilowatt Zero, Romeo Whiskey Bravo, Kilowatt Charlie 2, Echo Sierra. Your station's always I'm twister and a tongue twister for me, over.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I have problems with it sometimes myself, Armando, so don't feel bad. Hey, you guys, you and the wife have a safe trip getting back, and I know we'll talk again once you get in place. So enjoy your time there while you can, and we'll look forward to hearing you when you get back to the home QTH. 7:30, my friend. Thanks for taking the time. I know it's past your bedtime, but you did get a chance to call in. I do appreciate it very much, and we'll talk soon. Kilo Charlie 2, Echo Sierra. 7:30.
All right, 7:30, Randy. Bye-bye.
All right, sounds good. QRZ, any other stations, please come with your call. Was it Norway 2, Romeo Mike?
Yes, sir. Norway 2, Golf, Romeo, Mexico. This is my name, Julio. I'm in Hollywood, Florida.
Okay, just want to make sure that I get the call right. November 2, Golf, Romeo Mike. Julio, Roger? Yeah, I copied 5 over 9. We're 5 and 7 here, Julio, and we do copy down in Hollywood, Florida. The first contact we've had in Florida per se, and we had a remote station that's in Florida, but he's someplace else. But you're actually in Florida, so hey, thank you so much for giving us a call. The name here is Randy, and our QTH. We are 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri. There, go ahead. Well, thank you very much, Julio. Thank you for taking the time to stop in and say hello. We do appreciate it very much. And hopefully we'll have better conditions next time around. So by all means, feel free to come back and give us a call. And hopefully we'll have a better connection between myself and Hollywood, Florida. But so far, the longest distance tonight, 1,203 miles. So you take care. We'll say 7:30. Enjoy your Monday evening. November 2, Golf Radio Mike, Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. 7:30.
Kilowatt Zero, Mike Whiskey Bravo. This is November 2, Golf Romeo Mike. 73 to you, Randy. Bye-bye.
All right, 7:30, Julio. Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. QRZ. Any other stations, please?
Kilo Delta 2, Sierra Whiskey Kilo.
Okay, Kilo Delta 2, Sierra Whiskey Kilo. Good evening, Dan. How are you?
I'm doing fine. My name's Dan, and I'm up here next to Lake Ontario, north of Buffalo.
Well, you've got a great signal. Nice to see that New York is coming in quite well. We've had a few other calls in the area, and boy, the band seems to be holding quite well there. a little bit of struggle in Florida just a few minutes ago, and we did get out to Montana. But boy, you guys in New York have been holding quite well there. Go ahead.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I'm running about 500 amps out and or watts out, and I'm on a vertical 43-foot MFJ with a 7300 and a Meritron 811H. So you all have a good time and enjoy, and thanks for the contact. 73s to y'all.
Well, my pleasure, Dan. Thank you very much. And yeah, the equipment's doing a great job for you. Yeah, the vertical is doing quite well. That's terrific. That's really good to know for those folks that are maybe thinking about a vertical. Yeah, it's working quite well in New York. It's a nice little trip, 850 miles. So, hey, Dan, thanks a lot for giving us a call. Thank you for the first contact as well here on 40 meters. By all means, feel free to come back anytime you hear us out there, and we'll just kind of see where we're at that point. So we'll say 7-3s and you take care. Kilo Delta 2, Sierra Whiskey Kilo, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, 7-3s. Any other stations, please? QRZ?
November 7, Charlie, Juliet Whiskey.
November 7, Charlie, Juliet Whiskey. Good evening, Roy. How are you?
Doing good. N7 CJW here. You're 5-9 Utah.
Man, I'll take a 5-9 in Utah any day of the week. It's amazing just how, to the west of me anyway, I'm in central Missouri here in Kansas City. We've already gotten to Montana. Now I've got Utah. I need a trifecta there. It's going to be a great night there. So how are things in your part of the world?
We're doing good. We're just, the temperature here is about 50 degrees. It's been partly cloudy, and we're just waiting to have a little rainstorm come in tonight and tomorrow. So you got a good signal here, or?
Well, I appreciate that. You're doing well in my receive as well. We did mention earlier a few other stations that we spent some time this afternoon on 20 and 17, and the band was in really good shape. It was really quite quiet, and we were hoping it would be that way this evening when we started 40 meters. Unfortunately, it's not, but that's usually kind of how it is, and it's a little noisy, and it's moving around a lot, kind of like what it does. So, we work it the best we can, and we've certainly made some nice contacts. We've been able to hear the 99% of the stations on the first go-around, and, that's what makes it a good night there, Roger.
Okay, yes, indeed. Well, we're running a ICOM 7300 with 100 watts to an inverted V-dipole up about 30 feet to center. So not too sophisticated of big output here. What are you running there, or?
Well, it's nothing very special, but it seems to work for us. We've got a 40-meter dipole on the side of the tower. We've got one leg kind of pointed toward your direction, and the other leg is pointed toward, I'd like to say, San Diego. So not in a very good conventional setup, but it's working, and it has seemed to work quite well, so we're not going to change it. So we leave it alone. We let the antenna do the majority of work. The radio is a Yaesu FTDX10, and we've got it paired with a high OPR 791 microphone, and we're doing maybe 650 or so on peaks, but nothing too special, but it works for us there, Roger.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely doing the job. Well, if the works, I guess, don't mess it up. Sometimes trying to perfect it doesn't work out as good. All right, well, we'll let you go, and thanks for the contact, and as long as we get that, there's a call. So we'll turn back to you.
Well, the pleasure's all mine, Roy. Thanks for taking the time to give us a call this evening. Appreciate it. We're generally out here about 7 o'clock Central Time in the evenings here on 40, and we do a live stream on YouTube. We're actually live right now. So by all means, feel free to come back anytime. I'd love to get a chance to get into Utah. We don't get into the state very often, so it'd be nice to have a chance to talk with you again. 961 miles is a straight line. It's a nice little contact here on 40 meters. So, hey, enjoy the rest of your Monday, and look for us again. We do run a special event Thursday, which is Veterans Day. So if you hear us out there, the call is November 0 Victor will be a call, and we've got information if you're interested in a card. So if you happen to hear us out there Thursday, by all means, give us a call. We'll be floating around the bands. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you again. Nice to work you for the first time out here on 40. And hopefully we'll have another band or two down the road. You never know. November 7, Charlie Juliet Whiskey, Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo. 7-3.
All right, 73. We'll see you. K0RWD M7CJW, sir.
All right, take care. QRZ, any other stations, please? I got something in there. Boy, I think I heard it earlier too. Kilo, I think it was Kilo Charlie, then dropped out and ending in Quebec. Can we try it again, please? And just kind of out in the distance, and we're just having a hard time of pulling the stations out. I do apologize for that, but I've got no control over the band. But give it a minute or two. Maybe the band will come around your direction. Maybe we can pick up another station or two in the meantime. Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo QRZ. Any stations, please?
Kilo Foxtrot 7 Golf November Sierra.
Yeah, there's a nice signal. Kilo Foxtrot 7 Golf November Sierra. Good evening, Todd. How are you?
Very good, thank you. I'm also from Utah, Salt Lake Valley.
Hey, I'll take it. That's okay. Whatever the calls are coming from, it just I can hear a few in the distance. Unfortunate, but we just can't get them pulled out. But again, we just don't know where the band is going. Didn't expect it to be in your direction so early. But again, it's making up its own mind there, Roger.
Yeah, I've got you strong and clear here. There's a heavy noise floor, but you're still loud and clear above it.
Yeah, I've got you about 5 and 7. Kind of moves up to about 5 and 8, which really isn't too bad. A little bit farther than the other station, 950 miles is a straight line, so we'll certainly take that. And we're hoping as the night goes on, it'll improve, but it could go the other way as well. So, like I said, if we can pull the calls, we'll certainly do that. The QTH here, if you didn't copy last time, we're 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City. Right along the I-70 corridor, and just out playing radio this evening there. Go ahead. You know, I've heard of a few people using that radio. It seems to be quite popular. But yeah, it sounds good in the receive. Again, the band is up and down. We copied about 3/4 of that, and it dropped down. I'm probably doing the same thing to you as well. So it does make it adventurous on the QSO there, Roger.
10-4. If you didn't catch the last part, I'm on Titan antenna, the gap vertical.
Oh, okay, got you that time. Titan gap to vertical. Yeah, again, I had a station in New York on 43-foot vertical, and just a terrific signal. And, you know, by and large, the verticals do quite well, but, you know, the band will make up its own mind. But it is up and down, but we had a really good copy of that last go-around. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm starting to really, I'm getting fairly heavy fade on you currently.
Yeah, you know, again, we don't have a lot we have, and it has served us pretty well. 6 through 20, we run a hex beam, so we have a little bit more latitude there, and we have an 80-meter dipole. But this seems to work pretty well for us here on 40, and, we seem to be getting out usually fairly good, but, we have to have some help from the band as well. Roger?
10-4, thank you for taking my call. It's been a real pleasure to talk to you. Hope to hear from you again. I think I'm starting to lose you at this point.
Yeah, it's up and down, Todd. It's just what it is. Yeah, we're out here around 7 o'clock Central in the evening here on 40 meters. So if you hear us again, by all means, give us a call. Do appreciate you stopping in this evening. And nice. We had a quick chat anyway. I wish the band was a little better, but that's just the way it is. So, hey, you and yours enjoy your Monday evening. Be safe and be well, and hope to talk to you again real soon. Kilo Foxtrot 7 Golf November Sierra. This is Kilowatt Zero Radio Whiskey Bravo 7-3. Okay, we'll clear with him. There was another station a while ago. I think it was a Kilo 4 station. If you're still there, try it again. The Kilo 4 station again, please. It sounds like Carlos in Miami. Boy, that's the second or third one into the Miami area. Okay, Carlos, I got you that time. You're about 5 and 5 in the receive here. The name here is Randy, and the QTH is Kansas City, Missouri. Go ahead. Well, I copy this every. Well, I think tonight we're going to need all kind of wattage we can get our hands on. It doesn't seem as though 40 is open very well. The other bands were open quite easy earlier today, but 40 meters has been a real struggle. You're not too far from my friend Alex down in Cutler Bay. I don't know if you've talked with him. Whiskey 7 Hotel uniform there. Go ahead. Yeah, Carlos, you just kind of dropped down the noise there. I think we'll just call it before it gets any worse. But, hey, thank you for Miami. Another contact. We had Hollywood, Florida. Now we've got you in Miami. Hey, 7-3s, do wish we had better conditions, but it is what it is. So, again, feel free to come back anytime you hear us out there. So, Kilo 4 Tango, Kilo Tango, Kilowatt 0 Radio Whiskey Bravo, 7-3s. QRZ, any other stations, please come with your call. The Kilo 9 Whiskey question mark.
Yes, sir. The call is Kilowatt 9 Whiskey Kilo K9WK. My name is Alex. Lima at the Bellefonte, Delaware. Over.
Okay, Alex, I got you in Bellefonte, Delaware. My gosh. Man, the upper New England states is just hammering away this evening. Well, thank you so much for giving us a call. The name here is Randy. The QTH, 35 miles east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri. There, Alex, go ahead.
Okay, very good, Randy. Well, nice to make your acquaintance this evening. And you got a nice 5.9 signal here into northern Delaware. The rig is a Yaesu FTDX 1200. I'm running that into an Ameritron AL80B amplifier, about 700 watts output. The antenna is a 73-foot end-fed long wire. And I tune it up with a Palstar AT2K antenna tuner. I'm about 4 miles north of Wilmington, Delaware, and 3/4 of a mile from the Delaware River. Over.
Well, fine business. Yeah, we copied all that. Sounds very, very good. And we've got your page pulled up. Nice picture of the shack. The equipment's doing quite well. I know many people that are operating the 1200, and they do like them quite well. Next generation, the newer generation, whatever you want to call it. We run the Yaesu FTDX 10 currently, and we've had majority of our time on amateur radio has been with Yaesu products. So we've certainly had a good time with that there, Roger.
Okay, very good, Randy. Well, it sounds good at this end. I think you're one of the stronger signals on the band. So I heard you talking there, and I thought I would give you a call. So everything sounds like it's working good. And actually, the FTDX 1200 is older, precedes the FTDX 10 and the 101 MP. It's kind of like a baby brother to the FTDX 3000. Over.
Well, here's the thing I tell all the people all the time, Alex, is the radios, they have no idea how old they are. They're designed to transmit and receive, and they all may do it a little bit different, but that's what they're designed to do. So they have no idea how old they are. So, if you get it dialed in just right with the right antenna and the right microphone, it don't matter. They all sound good. Again, sounds very good in my receive. You've got full fidelity, which is really nice to hear tonight. So you've got some really nice mix of lows and highs in there. Sounds very good in my receive. Probably one of the better audios we've heard tonight. We've heard some loud stations and some very clear stations, but your borderline FM quality, how's that sound?
Okay, very good. Well, I appreciate the nice signal report. And if you click on my QRZ page, actually it will take you to my website. I have my own domain, k9wk.net. and there's all sorts of information there about the station if you're interested. So anyway, I won't hold you, Randy. There's probably a bunch of people that would like to talk to you. Definitely nice to make your acquaintance this evening. And thank you for the call from near Kansas City, Missouri. Over.
Yeah, no problem at all. My pleasure. And we'll just we'll return one back to you. We're actually streaming live on YouTube, so you and I are live. So our QSO is live, and it's also being recorded. So if don't take my word for it. If you want to hear what you actually sound like on the air, Alex, you can go to the channel. I have a link on the QRZ page, or you can go to YouTube. Just put in my call, K0RWB. Look for the video with today's date on it. And about about an hour 5 in is about where you and I started. We do put our radio display up on the channel, so you can actually see the signal strength. We have our oscilloscope up. You can actually see your audio wave pattern. And we do have a webcam pointed right at me, so you get to see my smiley face there. Go ahead.
Okay, very good. Well, that sounds fabulous, and I certainly will take a look at that. So, like I said, nice to meet you. Great sound. Hey, you have a great sounding station. Sorry, my throat's giving out here. You got a great sounding station, and nice to make your acquaintance. I want to wish you and your family best wishes, and I hope to talk to you again. 73. Randy, K0RDW from K9WK.
Yeah, no problem, Alex. A pleasure is all mine. And if you've got it in the log, make sure it's K0RWB, red, white, and blue, especially if you go to the channel. Otherwise, I don't think you'll find it. But hey, I have a problem with it as well. Hey, very nice. Very nice to make your acquaintance as well. The pleasure is all mine. I'm surprised we haven't talked before. A very nice station and signal coming into my location here. We do try to be out here about 7 o'clock Central Time in the evenings. So if you hear us again, by all means, give us a call. We'll just kind of pick it up where we left off. Enjoy the rest of the evening yourself, and we'll look for you again. Kilo 9 Whiskey Kilo, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, 73s.
73, Randy, I sure will. Best wishes. K0 Romeo Whiskey Bravo. Hopefully that's correct. This is K9WK.
You betcha. That's great. I appreciate it, Alex. Have a good night. K0RWB, QRZ, any stations, please.
K0RWB and one
Sierra Tango.
Okay, I've got a Sierra Tango. What was the other station in there?
November 1, Japan, Hotel, Japan.
Okay, I'll get you first. The Sierra Tango station, standby 1. November 1, Juliet Hotel, Juliet. Steve, good evening.
Good evening. I won't keep you very long. I know there's other stations in there. I just wanted to be sure I was getting out because I've got some complications with wiring here. I haven't been on for a while. So if my signal is reasonably good, I'd appreciate you letting me know. Go ahead.
Well, Steve, the band isn't in the best condition, of course. It's been up and down. But from Concord, New Hampshire, I'd say it's doing okay. You're anywhere from 5 and 5 to about 5 and 7. We'll take it for what it is. For roughly 1,200 miles between us, I'll take it there. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. As I said, I won't keep you, but that's what I needed to know right now. And you pick up the other stations. Have a good evening. Thank you very much.
Okay, Steve, my pleasure. And hey, thanks for the first one here on 40 meters. We're out here in the evenings. By all means, feel free to come back. Hopefully the band will be better between us. But you came up that time, so whatever you've done, you've got it working, my friend. So keep at it. 7-3s. November 1, Juliet Hotel, Juliet, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, 7-3s.
Roger, roger.
Okay, we'll clear with you. The other station was Sierra Tango. Try it again with your complete call, please. I can hear some out in the distance, but we're just having a hard time pulling you. We'll try it again real quick here. Station ending in Sierra Tango. Try it one more time. If we'll not, we'll have to take a standby for you. Well, I got the suffix. I got Charlie Sierra Tango. I believe that's right. Charlie Sierra Tango. If the band will lighten up a little bit, we'll try to get the prefix. Try it one more time. We'll give it a go here. I think I heard it, but I got a lot of noise. Was it Kilo Alpha 2, Sierra, Charlie Sierra Tango? Okay, I think we got it that time. Victor Alpha 2, Charlie Sierra Tango, Claude there. Go ahead. Yeah, Claude. I think you said 5 and 2. You're about you're 5 and 4, 5 and 5 in the receive, and we do see that you're a little north and west of Montreal. There, go ahead. Roger, in Blainville, Quebec, Canada. There, go ahead. Yeah, for some reason it's not been a great night to chat. It's unfortunate, but I wish we had better conditions. Unfortunately, this is what we're getting tonight, though. Claude, feel free to come back again when you hear us out there. I don't think it's going to get much better for us, at least right now. So I appreciate your persistence and hanging in there, but we've got you in the log there for a contact. We'll say 7-3s from the Montreal area for sure. Victor Alpha 2, Charlie Sierra Tango, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Hey, Roger. Let's see if I don't know if this is going to work or not, Jeremy, but we'll give it a shot here. I think he said a while ago it was jumping over top. Kilo Charlie 8, Quebec, Delta, Quebec. Jeremy, are you able to copy it all? Go ahead. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make that tonight. Unfortunately, it's jumping back over. But we've got you on the live chat. Appreciate it, Jeremy, and thanks for all the kind words there as well. Kilo 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, QRZ. Any other stations, please?
How about Whiskey Zulu 2 Alpha? Can you copy?
Well, I might be able to. Howard, I don't think we got that much of a problem here, yeah? How are things for you in New York tonight?
Just relaxing here, taking it easy. Band is awful, though. Can't hear anybody else but you.
Well, you know, I will say this. We've had a few contacts in New York, and they were by far the best so far this evening. It's been a struggle in Florida and just about everywhere else, but you know, we can't change it, so we'll just have to work with it or just turn it off there, Roger.
Yeah, just be hopeful. I think it'll get better as the days go by. You know, as we go into the winter months, should improve. So I'm hopeful.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. Again, I mentioned it to some operators earlier. A little bit this afternoon. 20 and 17 were very, very quiet. No noise floor whatsoever. And the band was in great shape, and I was really thinking that would be that way on 40 meters a night. Well, I guess I got fooled. It's been a struggle to say the least. There, go ahead.
Yes, it has been. I haven't been on 20. As a matter of fact, since I got back on the radio, I've barely been on 20. I've been hanging out mostly on 40 here and enjoying it. You know, as I said, you know, the band is not in the best shape, but for some reason, you know, I just we're working through
No, it's not in very good shape, Howard, at all. That's for sure. And I thought maybe it might get better. This is generally the time of the evening at my QTH where it really starts to open up some, but it doesn't seem to be doing quite as well as we have in nights past. But unfortunately, that's the way it goes. But we did hear you quite well. I'm surprised. A good signal at that. We've not had an opportunity to talk before, but we've got you in the log this time. So thank you so much for 40. Hopefully we'll have a chance to work out our band. We are operating a special event on Thursday for Veterans Day. So we'll be operating probably around 20 meters during the day, and then again 40 meters that evening. So if you hear us, by all means, give us a call. So we'll say 7-3s for now, Howard. Thank you for stopping in and coming back with the call. Appreciate it. Whiskey Zulu 2 Alpha, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, 7-3s.
Nice chatting with you as well, and I'm going to step away from the radio for a little bit myself. So let me say 7-3 for now, and I hope to catch you again very soon. Whiskey Zulu 2 Alpha.
Okay, thanks again, Howard. You take care. Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, QRZ. Any stations, please. Kilo India 5 Oscar, question mark? Kilo India 5 Oscar India. Okay, I think we got it right. Kilo India 5 Oscar India. If I've got it typed right in the logger, is this Lewis? Go ahead. Well, we've got you pulled up on the logger and in QRZ, Lewis. I see Alamogordo, New Mexico, not too far from Holloman. I don't know what kind of a QSO we're going to have. The band isn't in such a great shape there, but we had you about 5-4, 5-5 that last go around. Go ahead. Hey, Roger. Well, we got your page pulled up there. I'm just curious. Is that a RANS you've got there on your page? Is it an RV7? I copy an RV4. Yeah, it was kind of hard to tell. I knew it wasn't an 8 or 9, but very interesting. Great airplanes. I love the RANS airplanes. Interesting. A lot of pilot aviation people are also ham operators and vice versa. There, Roger. Yeah, Lewis, it's going to be a real struggle, I'm afraid. Unfortunate, but hey, nice to have a chance to talk with you the first time. I wish the band was in a little bit better shape. I'd love to talk to you about aviation. We've had our time in the air and on the ground as well, but the band's just not going to be in good shape for us tonight. Just the way it works. But anyway, we're generally out here 7 o'clock Central Time here on 40 meters in the evening. So if you hear us again, by all means, give us a call, and hopefully the bands will be in better shape. But it's going to be a real struggle tonight. We'll say 7-3s. Apologize for the call, but we've got you in the log proper. So we'll say 7-3s. Kilo India 5, Oscar India, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo. Thank you again, 7-3s. Okay, we're gonna we'll clear with the Lewis. We'll see if we can get one more call. The band is in pretty bad shape. We may have to shut it down. So we'll see if we can pick out one more call. K0 RWB QRZ.
Kilo Charlie 3 Mike India Oscar.
That's about as good as they get tonight. Kilo Charlie 3 Mike India Oscar. Richard, good evening. How are you doing, sir?
Hey,
pretty good, Randy. I heard you talking to the guy in New Mexico. I could barely hear him, but you're pretty good here, about a 5.8 northeast Pennsylvania, over.
Yeah, we've had fairly good luck in Pennsylvania and New York as well, but it has been a real struggle, which we were kind of surprised because this afternoon, 20 and 17 and a few others were actually in pretty good shape. We thought that maybe 40 would be too, but yeah, it's been a really, really difficult night, and we don't even see anything on the waterfall, so I have a feeling everything is really falling off there, Roger.
Hey, Roger, Randy, I tried a little CW about 7006 and nothing down there, over.
Yeah, you got to start sometime, so we generally stop about 7 o'clock Central, and you call CQ and you hope there's somebody on the other end, and generally speaking, night in and night out, there's lots of operators out there. We have really great QSOs, and a lot of people share information on different products and different things, and some of the people love to tell you some great stories. We didn't have that tonight. It's been really kind of a struggle, and I must say I'm just about out of quarters there. Go ahead.
Thank you, Roger, and you're trying to fade a little bit here, but we think it's going to come back to you.
Yeah, it's just the way it is, Richard. I'd like to think we have other nights. At least I hope we have other nights, and I'm hoping that the signals that we're struggling with tonight will be much better the next time around. So the intention is to be out here the rest of the week. We are running a special event on Thursday, Veterans Day, so we'll be doing that on 20 meters during the day and back here on 40 meters in the evening. So hopefully we'll have another chance to chat. So, hey, we'll say 7-3 for now, and hopefully the bands will get better. We'll have a better chance for another QSO. Kilo Charlie 3, Mike India Oscar, Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, 7-3. Well, I hate to say we're going to try it again, but maybe we can. I did want to say real quick, especially those that are on the live stream in the chat, we are doing a special event on Thursday, Veterans Day. We have a special event called Norway Zero Victor. You can look that up on QRZ. The page is already there. Information on a Veterans Day QSL card if you be so choose to have one. We have information of how to get one. Feel free to do so. If you have any questions, the email is good in QRZ. You can send me an email and we'll try to give you the information that you might need. We'll be out here the rest of the couple of nights. That's the intention. We are going to close down. The band is not in very good shape. We want to thank the folks that are on the live chat. Jeremy, Alex up in Canada, and Reed was out there as well, and Glenn, I didn't get a chance to say hi to him, and did see Bobby as well. We'll be back here tomorrow evening. Hopefully the bands will be better for everyone else as well. So this is Kilowatt 0, Radio Whiskey Bravo, Randy in Kansas City. We're going to be clear QRT, and the